backing out.
Now you're backing out.
It's hard to talk big with a shotgun in your mouth.
Shotgun in your mouth.
I'm glad you brought your friends. They can watch it go down.
Watch it go down.
I got mine too. So welcome to my house.
Welcome to my house.
'Cause these are my people, and this is my land.
This is my land.
This is what we pray for, and this is God's plan.
This is God's plan.
And if you ain't from here, then you won't understand.
You won't understand.
This is my country, and this is who I am.
This is who I am.
So welcome to my house. So welcome to my house. I'ma stand up for mine. You better believe it, 'cause today won't be your day. I can guarantee it, you should turn and walk away and get to leaving, or I'll let this 12 gauge do all my speaking. Don't push me on the edge, boy,
Push me on the edge, boy.
'cause I'm aiming for your head,
'Cause
boy.
I'm aiming for your head, boy.
And all I see is red, boy.
And all I see is red, boy.
I told you not to cross that
I
line.
told you not to cross that line.
I'm giving you a chance, boy.
Giving you a chance,
You see
boy.
the devil in a glance, boy.
Devil in a glance,
I
boy.
can knock you out your pants, boy.
Knock you out your pants, boy.
I told you not to fuck with
I
mine.
told you not to fuck with
Lord
mine.
have mercy, Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy, Lord have mercy. Y'all was coming in, and now you're backing out.
Now you're backing out.
It's hard to talk big with a shotgun in your mouth.
Shotgun in your mouth.
I'm glad you brought your friends. They can watch it go down.
Watch it go down.
I got mine too. So welcome to my house.
Welcome to my house.
'Cause these are my people, and this is my land.
This is my land.
This is what we pray for, and this is God's plan.
This is God's plan.
And if you ain't from here, then you won't understand.
You won't understand.
This is my country, and this is who I am.
This is who I am.
So welcome to my house. So welcome to my house.
I got a baby girl inside this house, and right now she's sound asleep. So it's probably best for the both of us if you just turn around and leave. Cause if you come in this fucking house, then you too gonna go to sleep. I promise you, boy, don't play with me. I pray to God my soul to keep. Especially this day and age, gotta handle shit our own way. With a 30-30 or 12 gauge behind this door, you're hella weight. My old lady, she rides too, picking up every shell case, mopping up these blood stains, but she ain't seen a damn thing. Most of my people are convicts, hard-headed, no nonsense. So please approach with caution. You never know who's watching. You never know what's on the other side of that front door. And you knocking, might step out like motherfuckers get the dropping. All the neighbors heard was the dogs barking. The sun was down, it was getting dark, and I told the sheriff it ain't no problems, man. I was just taking out the garbage. So if you don't mind, please excuse me. I'm with the family trying to watch a movie. I'm sure you got better things to do, so I'll let you go and get back to
Y'all was
do
coming
it.
in, and now you're glad you brought your friends. They can watch it go down.
Watch it go down.
I got mine too. So welcome to my house.
Welcome to my house.
'Cause these are my people. And this is my land.
This is my land.
This is what we pray for. And this is God's plan.
This is God's plan.
If you ain't from here, then you won't understand.
You won't understand.
This is my country. This is who I am.
This is who I am.
So welcome to my house. Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy.
And good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Ultimate Dirt TV. It is Sunday Fun Day here with the Miller Family Trucking World of Thunder Esports League. Tonight, we come to a tight little bull ring known as the Kokomo Speedway for round number 5 of the Super Late Model Series. We'll have 2 servers going simultaneously to lock in 20 drivers, plus we'll have some provisionals later on. Those provisionals will be determined after the prelim main event. We'll also have top 6 for the redraw, and then of course a 50-lap main event for the final race of the evening. Good evening, race fans. Brett Wheeler joined alongside Alex Robinson as we take a look at qualifying results on the program. Dylan Yeager goes quick time, Evan C second quick, Jarrett Jones third, Ryan Underwood fourth, and Jay Place going to round out the top 5. So 4 VLR team cars, Alex, would make up the top 5 position. However, we are going to see 4 heat races on the program, and of course that starts with heat race number 1. Yes, it will be a Victory Lane Racing front row. Dylan Yeager lines up the 48 machine from the pole position to the outside, the 16 entry of Jay Place.
Starting in the 3rd spot, it's the 43 of Devin Markham to the outside, the 77 for Full Throttle Performance, it's Robert Fletcher.
Chance Car lines up the team base Caliber 2 machine from position number 5 to the outside, the 52. Damien Parr lining up at a position number 6.
Tyler Olson in the 14. He will start in the 7th spot to the outside. The 111 of Ryan Olson.
Brothers? Question mark?
I don't know. That's a good question.
Oh, that's what I do, Alex. I ask the good questions, mate.
The one's from the Midwest and the one's from the West, so I don't know.
Wow. If someone's out there on the Facebook or YouTube feed, or even on the Twitch feeds, feel free to let us know if Ryan and Tyler are brothers. The Olsen, I guess if they are brothers, are they twins? Because that could be the male version of the Olsen twins.
Possibly.
You see what I did there, Alex?
Very good, Brett Wheeler.
All right, heat race number 1. Here we go. Jay Place on the outside of the front row alongside his teammate Dylan Yeager. There is a specific start zone and a restart zone. Everybody will lead us off turn 4. We work into 1 and 2. J Place trying to now work the bottom side as we work down into turn number 3 and 4. 2 by 2. Chance Car looking on the inside there of Robert Fletcher, but it's the Victory Lane Racing teammates right now that will go side by side for the lead.
Right now you have Jay Place, but a run on the outside by Dylan Yeager. Now he takes the race lead here in that 48 machine. Dylan Yeager, Jay Place going at it side by side here. The 16 and the 48 machine going at it there. Dylan Yeager up top with that Scott Bloomquist little paint scheme there. And Jay Place on the bottom there. But Robert Fletcher now and Chance Carr going at it side by side for your third spot.
Well, now working on lap number 4. So Fletcher fending off a challenge here from Chance Car as we work down into turn number 3 and 4. Again, still the battle on for the race lead. Battle on for that final transfer spot directly into tonight's prelim main event. What a battle again, 2 by 2. Then you got Davin Markham as well in that 43 machine. He's on the outside looking in. So one mistake from Carr or Fletcher and Markham. He's going to be right there waiting to capitalize. We go 3 to run.
3 to run, and these 3 cars going at it here for that third spot. Chance Carr right now holds on to it with the number 2 machine. So then you have Fletcher, you have Markham. Markham right behind Fletcher there with the 77. Said, forget that, I'm going for this spot here on the number 2. Tried to go to the outside, but ducks down low. The 77, the 26, that is going on right now, but white flag out for the 16 of Jay Place.
Yeah, Jay Place has got a nice little handy gap right now over Dylan Yeager as we work down the back stretch into turn number 3. Out of turn number 4, starting on pole for tonight's prelim main event will be Jay Place. He gets the job done over his teammate Dylan Yeager in second. Quick Chance Car will grab that third and final transfer position. Fourth, we got a Robert Fletcher. Davin Markham rounds out the top 5. Ryan Olsen 6th. Damien Powell in 7th. And Tyler Olsen in position number 8. Alex, we've got 4 heat races on the program. That makes up heat race number 1. And there is your official finishing results. Place, Yeager, and Carr going to the prelim main event. Everybody else will be set to the B main, or one of 2 B mains, but heat race number 2 and Evan C will line up the Victory Lane Racing car number 33 machine from position number 1 to the outside, driving the 4-Link Motorsports number 46 machine, Matthew Selby out of position number 2.
Starting in the third spot, it's the 007 of Jacob Fields to the outside. Starting 4th, the 19 for Mecca Motorsports, it's Camden Johnston.
Alex McCullum will pilot car number 1 from position number 5. Driving car 11 for Rocket Racing Esports, that'll be Shane Yates, position number 6. And riding shotgun at the back of the field in car number 21 for LGR Motorsports at a position number 7. That is Blaine Brink. Alex, we've got Mario Perez back in chat, and of course Patricia Payne, long-time supporter here on the channel, both back out there. And of course, a lot of people so far in all 3 feeds. Again, we're live across Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. And of course, we're streaming live to the iRacing.com/live page as well. So big shout out to iRacing for that one. But Alex, heat number 2, we are about to see the green flag as they get the 1 to go signal.
And Brett Wheeler, we forgot to do something in heat race number 1. We forgot to pick our picks for the winner.
I picked Jay Place.
Oh, did you? I didn't hear that one, but okay, I pick Evan C for heat race number 2.
Okay, yeah, I will go with Evan C as well.
So here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Pace truck is in. It's going to be C and Selby. Take us to the green flag here. Heat race number 2 underway, but I don't know if that green flag is going to hold here on that start there. Little sketchy of a start, but the 33 machine gets out to a good advantage here. Matthew Selby here. There's that caution flag.
Well, let's take a look at the UltimateDirtTV instant replay, and we can have a better look at this start. So again, these drivers have got a start and a restart zone. It's right in the middle of this tyre and the following tyre. Well, you know what? That's probably going to be a warning here, but just take a look at Evan C. Right, watch the back end of that car. It looks like he's going to go there. And that obviously prompts Jacob Fields to get on the gas. Just doesn't show it that well in slow motion. It was just a little bobble there from Evan C. It looks like he was going to get on the gas, but of course race control going to bring us back to the green flag. And well, Alex will have another try at this one.
And I think something might have to do with that restart zone as well there, because you saw where C was when he was getting ready to jump the throttle to start there. He was not close to that zone where everyone has started so far, as here we go. Pace truck is off. Oh, no, it's not. I thought we were off, but we're not. So the thing is, I think it might have been he was ready to jump the gun, had to get back off the throttle there so he wouldn't get the penalty for jumping the start.
Yeah, look, as a racer and as what we see here, I think that restart zone is way too late. I think it's got to be right where that tyre is right there. Once they get to that tyre, well, then they can fire. But here we go. They're going to fire this time by Evan C with a clean start. We work into turn number 1 and 2. We're 2 and 3 widen. Alex, well, with the caution laps counting at the moment, that is taking away 5 laps of racing. So just a short heat race right now.
So it looks like we're back. So 2 laps in the book here for Evan C. He's led them both. But look at Matthew Selby. Shot out of a cannon. Gets by Camden Johnson now to get in the 3rd spot. Now passing Alex McCullum for the 2nd spot here. Battle on for 2nd between Matthew Selby, Alex McCullum. Now we're going to take a 3-car battle for 3rd momentarily between McCullum, Johnston, and Jacob Fields.
Yeah, Evan C leads at the half race distance. 4 down, 4 to run. Selby runs in 2nd. McCullum in the 1 machine in 3rd position. Meanwhile, Camden Johnson, Jacob Fields, Johnston, I should say, in the 19. Fields in the 007 machine, rolling the inside through turns of the 3 and 4. This is a battle for the better starting position in the B main. We've got 2.5 to run as we work down the back straightaway. Evan C will now come to the 2 to green signal.
And see, Brett Wheeler, I thought it wasn't just me. Tom Fletcher said, I'm pretty sure you cheated me on that heat number 1 there.
Nope.
But guess what? Heat number 2, we both picked the same. So no matter what here, we will officially be tied because I didn't hear your pick there. But Evan C is taking the white flag in that 33 machine.
Look, that might seem like a you problem at the moment. I definitely picked Jay Place as we worked out into 3 and 4. Alex, checkered flag is out for Evan C. Alex, you finally get a point. I'll take 2 on that one because I definitely did pick. Yeah. What?
You didn't pick him. Don't you start with me.
Let's be honest. In all honesty, you would have picked Jaeger, right?
No, I really wouldn't have.
You liar.
No, because Jaeger hasn't won nothing from the past 3 weeks.
Seems like a you problem. All right, heat for 2 results. Evan C, Matthew Selby, and Alex McCullum, your top 3. Fields, Johnston, Yates, and Brink, the rest of the field. Heat number 3, as we get set to take a look here at your Ultimate Dirt TV starting grid. Jarrett Jones lines up the 45 machine from position number 1. Brent Carter out of position number 2.
Randall Carter for VLR. He will start in the 3rd spot to the outside, starting 4th, the 24 of Nori Tibbett.
Nathan Davis for Black Diamond Motorsports, pilots car 36 out of position number 5. Colton Malone out of 6. And Aidan Beerline, who did not make the call, will not start 7th. Alex, who are you taking in this one?
I'm going to go with the guy starting in the 3rd spot, the 37, Randall Carter.
I'd already had him picked. Yeah, I was going Randall Carter as well. So that's my official pick, Randall Carter.
But Brett Wheeler, the question on my mind and the question on probably a few other people's mind, well, we'll ask that question after this green flag because the only question with this heat race is who else will join those top 8 already locked into the feature event because heat race number 3 is green. And Jarrett Jones, Brent Carter going to take us into turn number 1 and 2, the 45 machine. Better watch those tires or we're going to have a Power Plats presentation. Those tractor tires do not move.
Oh, somebody's read up on the Power Plats hashtag Power Plats presentation. Side-by-side battle for the race lead. Brent Carter slides up there in front of Jared Jones. Now here comes Randall Carter. Little contact. Jones stuck in the middle of a Carter sandwich right now, but Jones got to power back to the inside. Power back to the race lead. 2 laps, 2 different leaders, Alex.
Brent Carter now trying to go to the outside here on Jarrett Jones. Jones in the 45 there, that pay-to-win setup shop. He gets a little sideways there coming in the turn number 3 and 4. Here comes Randall Carter now to the inside. More contact between the two of them. The 45 of Jarrett Jones now battling it out with the 37 of Randall Carter. Here comes Brent Carter now back in the picture as well.
4 down, 4 to run. Jones tries to shut the door on Carter. Carter having none of it. They really bang door panels into turn number 1. Look at Brent Carter wheeling the 69 through the middle of turns 3 and 4. Alex, watch him go to the top. Watch the run as he gets out of turn number 2. And I got to say, Brent Carter's going to win this race by at least 3 car lengths if he keeps getting that run through turns 1 and 2.
This track a little tricky here tonight. This track has two fast lines. The bottom line and the top line both look to be in shape here in heat race number 3. But Jared Jones momentarily there out of turn number 1 and 2 has taken the race lead. Now here comes Nori Tibbet in the picture here as well. A little slide job by Jared Jones. White flag in the air here. Jones, Carter, and Tibbet all in the picture here. Randall Carter right now has him by a half a car length. In front, here comes Brent Carter. Now Carter to the outside. 4-car battle. Who's going to take home the win? Randall Carter, Jarrett Jones, Brent Carter, and Nori Tibbet all going to the show, but what a finish.
Wow, what a race. What a heat race that was. That was superb, if I must say so. Randall Carter gets the win. Brent Carter home in second by 7/1000ths of a second over Jarrett Jones. And Nori Tibbet, unfortunately, well, he's going to be sent to the B main as we get set for heat race number 4. Your fourth and final heat race coming up and starting on the pole position in car number 46 for Victory Lane Racing. It is Ryan Underwood, and I'm going to take him for this one. Cole Cabray lines up the 71 D1RT entry from position number 2.
Dixon Slinger in the 51 for Momentum Sim Sports will start in that third spot. To the outside, the 109, it's Alan Duranco.
Austin Hines will part the 32 from position number 5. Stephen Gaines in the 07 out of position number 6. And driving the Black Diamond Motorsports number 54 machine, John Batista lines up shotgun at the back of this 7-car field. Alex, I've taken Underwood. Who you got?
Yeah, I'll double dip there with Underwood.
Copycat.
Well,
yeah, look. It is what it is, right? Hey, what was that question you were going to ask? What's on everybody's mind?
oh, yeah. We saw the release date, November 15th. The first race of the NOS Energy Drink World of Outlaw Sprint Car Championship. Brett Wheeler, are you going to try and re-qualify for that series?
If that was the one that was posted in this Discord, that is false.
What is false?
That is false. Hang on, we'll talk about that after. We got some Super Late models, Alex. Their Super Late models are on track. Come on.
Super late models and Ryan Underwood out in front right now, but Cole Cabray, he's going to make it 3 wide here. Dixon Slinger there from Momentum Sim Sport. He's trying to take out the lead here from Ryan Underwood. Underwood goes to the outside here. Side by side goes Slinger and Underwood.
Slinger just falls back to position number 2, but again gets the lead on the entry into turn number 1. He's got the drive, but it's just he's got the drive into the corner, Alex, but he just lacks that drive on the exit. He hits the tyres. He should know that those tyres do not move. I can't tell you how many times I've told him. Cabray rocking the 71 machine in that third and final transfer position. Then you go back to Duranco, who gets by Austin Hines. And look at this, 2x2 for the final 4 positions.
Battle is on. Duranco, Hines, Batista in the picture here, trying to go after it for the 4th spot. Duranco with a run on the outside. The 109 now has that 4th spot. Hines goes to the inside once more, side by side. They go out of turn 3 and 4. Duranco on that top side. He's starting to work it here. Underwood right now, that top side works for him, but the bottom side there for Dixon Slinger still in the picture here. So again, top and bottom still in play here for these cars. So now, with heat race number 4 coming to a conclusion here with 2 laps to go, what is going to be the run of the feature?
Well, who knows what is going to happen with this track as we work on the white flag. 1 to run for your race leader, Ryan Underwood. Working down the back straightaway into turn number 3. Goes to the bottom. Out of turn number 4. Checkered flag is out. Underwood going to pick up another win for the Victory Lane Racing stable. Is that 4 in a row for those guys?
Yes, it is.
So 4 heat races and 4 Victory Lane Racing team cars going to start in the first 2 rows as we get set to take a look here at your heat number 4 results coming up on screen right now. There it is. Ryan Underwood gets the win over Dixon Slinger in 2nd position. Cole Cabray 3rd. Alan Duranco 4th. Austin Hines, John Batista, and Stephen Gaines. Take a look here at your Ultimate Dirt TV starting grid. It will be 12 laps, Alex. Top 4 going through to the main event. So, 1 car unfortunately going to miss out, but Davin Markham lines up from the pole position. To the outside of the front row will be Nathan Davis driving the Black Diamond Motorsports number 36 machine.
Row number 2 is the triple 1. That's Ryan Olson to the outside of the 2 of Colton Malone.
Then we go back to row number 3. Position number 5 will be Damien Parl in car number 52. And of course, Aiden Beerline did not make the call for the B main. So, Alex, we've got 5 cars in this one. 4 of them are going to go through. Who's your money on?
Nathan Davis.
Ah, stop it. Stop it.
Brett Wheeler, why are you copying me?
I had him first. You weren't even there.
Oh, I wasn't. You know who isn't here? Platzi.
Yep. Good chat, Platty. Good chat. Yeah, I'm going to go Davis. I can't not pick him, Alex. 12 laps, 5 cars on the racetrack. Beeler, did he miss the start? Nope, he's out of the event. So, top 4 going to go through. Green flag goes out, we're underway. Davin Markham leads us up into 1 and 2. Malone straight up on the inside with a slide job there. Oh no, Paul collects the back of Nathan Davis, and Nathan Davis goes around. We stay green.
Green flag continues to fly here. Markham in the front of this one here. Colton Malone, Ryan Olsen, your top 3, and then Damian Paul right there in the 4th spot. Nathan Davis now. He's going to have to regroup and refire here if he wants any chance to get into this feature event here tonight. And he is closing in very quickly on that 4th spot of Damian Paul, but also closing in is Colton Malone on your leader of Devin Markham.
Yeah, working down the front stretch. We complete lap number 3, so quarter of this race gone, and Davin Markham leads. Again, this field just spread out here in this 5-car B main, but again, top 4 going on to the show. Getting a little tight there was Ryan Olsen. Damian Paul moves back in, or he'll move into position number 3, and slowly but surely the 36 machine looking to get back into that 4th and final transfer position.
Ryan Olsen right now holds on to that 4th and final transfer spot. But again, Nathan Davis has closed in very quickly on that top 4 as he goes to the outside here. He's working the top side there. But Damian Paul is in 3rd there, and he's on the top side as well now. So you have 3 cars right there. One will go home from this one here as Nathan Davis to the outside on Ryan Olsen. Now Nathan Davis back in a transfer spot, now chasing down the 52 of Damian Paul here. Paul goes to the outside here. Nathan Davis trying to make a move here in that black diamond machine. Goes to the inside. Slide job. He's up to 3rd. That's the 36 of Nathan Davis.
Yeah, he's really got up on the wheel. And he's driven away from 4th and 5th position. Meanwhile, your leader down the back straightaway, the 43 entry of Davin Markham, will lead with just 3 to run. 3 short circuits around the Kokomo Speedway. The Super Late Models round number 5 of the Miller Family Trucking World of Thunder Esports League. The ball ring before next week, season finale. We go to Kokomo. We go to Fairbury.
Oh, it's time for some frenzy. It's time for the Falls Frenzy is what I like to say. Davin Markham, though, he's chasing down. Oh, boy.
Wow, okay.
All I know is guess what time it is, Brett Wheeler.
Ticker my checker time, Alex Robinson.
Absolutely. And guess who starts in that 3rd spot?
I'm going to have a wild guess and say Nathan Davis.
But here it is. So, oh, boy, right in front of the leaders here. Gets a little sideways and...
Whoopsie!
Yikes.
It happens. It happens, Alex. You still liking Davis from 3rd?
Anything can happen on a green-white checkered.
That's not what I asked.
And yes, I do.
Okay. So the 4 cars left on the racetrack will transfer into tonight's main event. In fact, so we took the top 4, Alex, from the heat races. I thought, well, I think we used to. I'm used to seeing the top 3 go directly through, but single file restart. Alex, favorite time of the evening: a green-white checker. Markham, Malone, and Davis. Green is out. We're back underway for Davin Markham. Can he hold on to a B main victory and put it in the prelim show? What can Colton Malone or Nathan Davis do here in the final lap?
There goes Malone now. He's going to the outside here in that dirt draft Scott Bloomquist paint, but gets in the wall. Now gets into Nathan Davis. White flag is out. The good news is for Davis, he will still make the show with the top 4 going on. But the 43, Davin Markham, going to hold on. He wins B-Main number 1. Colt Malone, Damian Paul, and Nathan Davis round out your top 4.
Well. I'd say that was somewhat an eventful B main. as we get set to take a look at your official results coming up on screen. There it is. Markham, Malone, Parle and Davis all going to the show. Ryan Olsen going back and, well, getting that car set up for Fairbury next week. And of course, Aidan Beeline did not make the call here in B-Main number 2. We just hope that he is not registered in the second server. But we get set for tonight's second B-Main. Camden Johnson lines up at a position number 1. Austin Hines at a position number 2.
Shane Yates will start in the third spot. To the outside, it's Black Diamond Motorsports' John Batista. He'll start fourth.
Blaine Brink at a position number 5. Stephen Gaines, position 6. And Tyler Olsen, position number 7. Alex, you got first pick.
Camden Johnston.
Yeah, look. This is the scores coming into tonight. Do I dare go different? Do I dare go different? Berkey, thank you for the 100 stars, brother. 7-week streak. I'm going to go with Camden Johnson.
So we keep the same pick once again, so we have a chance of going to tie here into the feature event here. Camden Johnston is your race leader into the 3 and 4, the 19 machine. Austin Hines, there's John Batista, Shane Yates. Those two side by side, and again, top 4 go on to the feature. For everyone else, will go home.
Batista fending off a challenge from Blaine Brink, and that is again the final transfer position on the line right now. A couple of sprint car drivers going at it here in the super late models. Meanwhile, there's a battle on for positions number 2 and 3. Hines to the inside there, and Yates back to the outside. What a good battle for the minor placings and the runner-up positions. 3 down, 9 to go for your leader, Camden Johnston.
And we got to talk about those two paint schemes back there for John Batista and Blaine Brink. For two sprint car guys, they got some real nice late model paint schemes there, as you see Brink's, and there's John Batista's. As again, if there was some style points or position points for stylish paint schemes, there'd be some underdogs winning some races just because of that.
Yeah, but a nice race wrap does not make you go fast, unfortunately, Alex.
What do you mean? You feel good, you race good, apparently, until you meet me, and then it's the other way around. But here we go. John Batista now goes to the inside of Austin Hines. He's going to pass Hines for the third spot here. So the 32 of Austin Hines on the bubble seat here is Blaine Brink, closing in on your top 4.
Yates now going to start to feel the pressure from the 54 entry of John Batista, working down into 3 and 4. We've already crossed half race distance in your final last chance qualifier. This is your final time, final opportunity to get into the prelim main event. Yates into the wall, not once but twice. He'll know now that the wall doesn't move. He should have already known thanks to watching or reading the power plant's presentation.
There he is. Yates still holds on to the second spot, but John Batista closing in once again in that 54 machine. Can John Batista gain yet another position and a better starting spot here if he can get into the second finishing spot of his B main? With the 11 machine of Shane Yates holding on right now. Austin Hines still holding on to that final transfer spot, but contact between Batista and Yates. Now a little slide job by Batista. He takes over second.
Batista momentarily into position number 2. Yates going to work it back to the middle of the racetrack, down the back straightaway. Coming to the white flag, Batista and Yates side by side. Yates getting a run. Batista nearly getting a little tight there through turns on the exit of turn number 4 on the front stretch. Down the back straightaway for the final time into 3 and out of 4. Camden Johnson will win B-Main number 2. Second at the line is going to be John Batista. Shane Yates home in 3rd position. Austin Hines will get the 4th and final transfer position. Alex, that makes it now 4 apiece. Going into tonight's prelim main event for the winners that we've picked out of what was 5 races we've had. Now there were 6 races in total, but we've only picked out of the 6. Yeah, we picked 6 out of the 7. No, 5 out of the 6, sorry.
You picked 4 out.
No, we picked 5.
Oh, yeah, you did pick 5 out of the 6. We
so
picked correctly on 4 out of the 6.
Correct. Well, technically 4 out of 5 because we didn't get. Well, I chose Jay Place in the first one.
You
but
chose Jay Place in your head. That doesn't count.
That still counts. I still chose him, Alex. B made 2
Guess
results.
what? I in my head I thought I won a race, but guess what? That doesn't mean I did.
You don't know. You had a nice looking wrap, didn't you?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, got you on a technicality. Johnston, Batista, Yates, and Hines, your top 4. Brink, Olsen, and Gaines all going home and getting ready for next week. Don't forget, this Thursday night with the Victory Lane Racing Pro Late Model Tour, your chance at winning $50 cold hard cash. All you've got to do is pick the winners correctly during the Pro Late Models. You get you generally get 5 heats, but it'll be 4 or 5 heat races plus 2 or 3 consolation races, and of course the main event. You'll pick the winner and a hard charge. If you do so, the person with the most correct guesses after the end of August will win themselves $50. At this stage, I am leading from Rocky and Alex, who are 1 point behind me, and Platsy's about 17 points behind. But Alex, it's time to take a look. Your prelim starting grid for the main event.
Row number 12 to the outside. It's the 32. That's Austin Hines. To the inside, Nathan Davis for Black Diamond Motorsports.
Shane Yates out of position number 22. To the inside, position number 21. It's Damian Powell.
Row number 10 to the outside, the 54 of John Batista. To the inside, the 2. That's Colt Malone.
Row 9 to the outside, 18th starting position. It's Camden Johnson. To the inside, out of 17th, it's Davin Markham.
Starting in row number 8, 16th spot, it's Alan Duranco. 15th, it'll be the 24. That's Nori Tibbett.
Jacob Fields out of position number 14. Robert Fletcher lines up out of position number 13.
Row number 6 to the outside, it's the 71. That's Cole Cabrera for D1RT. Starting 11th on the inside there, the 045. That's Jarrett Jones.
Alex McCallum, no. Dixon Slinger. I don't know where I was up to. Yeah, Alex McCallum. Alex McCallum starts 10th, and Chance Carr out of position number 9. Let's roll through quickly.
Starting 8th, it's Dixon Slinger. 7th, it's Brent Carter.
6th is Matthew Selby. Dylan Yeager, position 5.
Starting in the 4th spot, it's Ryan Underwood. 3rd, it's Randall Carter.
Evan C alongside Jay Place on the front row. Alex,
I pick Evan C.
Okay, I'll pick Evan C too, but I'm going Cole Cabrera for hard charger.
That is fine by me. I'm going to go with Robert Fletcher.
Oh, okay. Well, we've both picked it. We've both picked winners. The same winner. Here we go. Top 5 positions belong to Victory Lane Racing Team Cars. Green flag is out 20 short laps around the virtual Kokomo Speedway. And lap number 1 is about to be completed. Who will lead it? Will it be? No one, because it's going to be yellow.
Caution flag out. John Darby picks Jay Place to upset Evan C here tonight.
Yeah, well. I mean, he's been knocking on the door for a big win, albeit if he does do it, albeit a prelim main event win, but still, he's been so close over the past 6 to 8 weeks of racing, and it's nice to see that well, a young guy like Jay Place is really starting to step up in the shoes of the Victory Lane Racing team.
Brett Wheeler.
Yes, Alex Robinson.
The racetrack we're at, Kokomo.
Yep.
What are we having here tomorrow at Kokomo?
Wingless and Pro Late Models.
Wingless 360s. And you know what? If anything transfers like it does in real life, especially here on iRacing, it's pretty much the next best thing, if not tie with the best thing of real life. And Kokomo wingless sprint cars going to tear the house down. And me and Steve McMillan only call for that one. That's going to be fun.
GYATK. Get your ass to Kokomo.
Yep.
I had to make sure I spelled that right, because I think last time I did it...
Yeah, you did spell it wrong the last time.
No, you weren't even here that time.
Yes, I was here that time.
Yeah, no, you weren't.
It was last season. I was here.
Yeah, no, you weren't, Alex.
Oh,
Look, I'm saying you weren't, all right? We all know that I'm right. So what's the name of the game called, Alex? It's called I Win. I mean, Brett wins.
No, it's not called that. It's called Brett's my boss, and I shut up when he tells me to.
I'm not telling you to shut up. No, look. It's all in good fun. It's all in good fun.
It's only good fun. I can't wait for the day I actually beat you in picks. Oh, wait, it happened Thursday.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, look, it's all about the end game, Alex. I'm just giving you a little sniff, mate.
Oh, you're just toying with me and Rocky, aren't you?
Oh, yeah.
You're going to come out Thursday night and go perfect, aren't you?
Absolutely. I'm not going to miss a beat.
This week's going to be crazy for some of these guys. A lot of big races, a lot of big money races, especially the iRacing official Knoxville Nationals beginning Tuesday night. That's going to be fun. Brett Wheeler, I think you said you were going to talk about that later. We'll talk about what we're doing this week. But Jay Place and your lead here, but here comes Evan C. now. To the outside, there's Underwood. So look at this right now. VLR holds all top 5 spots right now as these guys go around Kokomo Speedway here. Evan C. trying to go to the outside, and he is your new race leader. Underwood now trying to get past Jay Place as well, but again, top 5 is all VLR.
Yeah, make that, yeah, well, it's just, I mean, what can you say about the top 5 right now? They just know, and they've got the whole track covered right now on every different line. The bottom, the top, and the middle, of course. The only driver on the bottom, none other than Dylan Yeager.
Dylan Yeager lives and dies by that bottom side, and that is why he's been successful. He knows even when that bottom side is slow, he knows that he can do something with it, and he always makes it work. He is right now in that 4th spot again, as these guys trying to lock in to the big show here coming up in just a few moments later. Evan C., Ryan Underwood, Dylan Yeager, Jay Place, and now Matthew Selby into the top 5 here. They're battling it out as well, side by side. Everyone goes. Battle for your 3rd spot between Yeager and Place. Battle for your 5th spot between Selby and Carter. And again, every car battling to get in and get more points.
Well, right now the cutoff line is 10th position. That belongs to Jarrett Jones. So far, biggest mover at the moment through this field, Nathan Davis and Austin Hines. Oh, look out. The 46 there of Matthew Selby. He got a little tight going into 1 and 2 with the slide. Joe Randall Carter, Dixon Slinger. They split him inside and outside. Right now, still working the back straightaway. Ryan Underwood coming after your race leader. Here is again the battle on for positions 3 and 4. Dylan Yeager holds on to position 3. Trying to lock himself, Alex, into the inversion later on.
Caution flag is out, so when we go back green, we'll be 10 in, 10 to go here for your prelim feature. Evan C. is your leader right there. You see Colton Malone. As here is your Ultimate Dirt TV instant replay. Oh, man. Davin Markham. What is going to happen to this poor man? Oh, boy. We're just racing hard there, and nowhere to go. At this small bull ring, there is nowhere to go for half these cars. Thank God that caution came out, or it would have been ugly for that top 5.
You just can't hide around here, Alex. You really can't.
You can run, but you can't hide.
I can't run.
Definition.
Tell a guy in a wheelchair he can run.
We're just going to go with the good chat there.
Yeah, great chat. Great chat, Alex. Solid chat. One of the best we've had. Lights are still flashing here around the circuit. Still got a couple of laps to go, Alex.
We always have some great chat sometime, I tell you what.
Tell you who's having the best chat right now. Craig Plater. It's just solid chats. Solid chats. You should know right around this time, it's World of Thunder time.
No, he only shows up for VLR apparently because he knows he's trying to beat us. But I thought he would come and get some practice in at least before the big money's on the line. But no, I think he's just going to go with the wing it attitude, and that's why he's how many points behind us both.
I think you mean wing it.
I don't know what I just saw in that restart there, but Dylan Yeager, he tried to jump gun-ho there, as now your new leader is Ryan Underwood, but here comes Evan C. right back to the inside. Dylan Yeager now, he's on that bottom side there with Evan C. And again, VLR right now still holds on to all those podium spots, and as of right now, you have Underwood, C, Yeager, Place, Randall Carter, and Brent Carter for VLR all going to be locked in here right now if they stay in their spots.
Look at this, 3 wide for the race lead between the 3 team cars, and probably 3 of the best super late model drivers on the service right now. C still got the race lead, working on 14 down this time by into 3. Our return number 4, 6 short circuits around the Kokomo Speedway, and it's still Evan C. probably by half a car length over Dylan Yeager and Ryan Underwood. Alex, if this is something to come for the 50-lap main event later on, oh boy, get ready to saddle up.
It's not oh boy, in the words of Jerry Van Sickle, it's oh doctor. As Evan C., Dylan Yeager side by side now. Dylan Yeager is your new leader. The 48 machine on the bottom side, Evan C. up top. Ryan Underwood in the picture as well. But Dylan Yeager now leads a lap there as Evan C. comes to the... Let's have some fun.
Oh, yeah. With what is now going to be 3, maybe 4 laps left to run, let's take a look at your Ultimate Dirt TV instant replay and find out what exactly happened here. Davin Markham in the 43 machine. Involved, I think, with John Batista as well. Oh, just hits the wall. And Markham, man, he's really been in the thick of things here tonight here at Kokomo. Tough night for the 43 of Davin Markham. But look at your new race leader now, Dylan Yeager.
Brett Wheeler, who was our hard... Oh, wait, we can't do that when this thing is resetting itself.
I can tell you Cabrera is +9. Fletcher is -4. But the biggest mover through the field, Camden Johnson, at a +9. So as long as Cabrera finishes ahead of Fletcher, or as long as Fletcher doesn't move up another 10 places, that is going to be 5-4 my way leading into the 50-lap main event.
That's fine. Green flag is out. Dylan Yeager now. What a great jump for him. Can he notch himself into the record book here as a winner in the Super Late Models for a prelim feature night here? Evan C. right now in the second spot. Ryan Underwood in third. But Dylan Yeager, green-white checkered. Here we go, Brett Wheeler.
Oh boy. Just as the field come to 2 to go. The yellow flag will come out and the pace truck will come back out onto the speedway. Thank you, Scat, for that follow on Twitch. Appreciate it. Thank you, Precision Performance Racing, for the share as well. Thank you to everybody that has tuned in here this evening. Again, Super Late Models here at the Kokomo Speedway. So it's just been told, looking at this one, there's the new restart zone for tonight. Once they get to the middle tyre, then they may fire Alex. So interesting stuff going on.
Oh, very interesting.
Well, I don't think we're going to win this one, Alex.
Going to be very interesting.
Hey, how about Camden Johnson just quietly?
Oh, yeah. Knock on wood. Knock on wood. Brett Wheeler, for some of these guys, you got to look who's out of action or in the back on the outside looking in right now. You got guys like Robert Fletcher, Chance Carr, Alex McCollum. Some of these guys might be able to use that provisional here tonight to get into the feature event. But then that provisional's done. Especially for some of those guys in a points race coming into final race next week at Fairbury.
Yeah.
That is going to be fun.
Yeah, no, it ain't.
Brett Wheeler, there's a guy by the name of Kyle Larson that's not going to be there, so I at least know somebody else is going to win at Fairbury.
Okay. Yeah, who'd you say? Kyle who?
See, there's a guy by the name of Kyle Larson who wins everything, and in big money late model races, it's been him or a guy by the name of, I think it's Brandon Overton or one of them this year as well. Either one of them, they just take all the money and run.
Oh, who's going to run away with this prelim main event victory here? Evan C, Dylan Yeager to the bottom side. Evan C getting a run on the top through turn number 1 and 2. Into 3 and 4, Alex this time by the white flag is out. 1 to run for your leader.
Evan C now making a charge up top here. Yeager going to live and die by this bottom side in your final lap. Dylan Yeager through 1 and 2. 2, 3, and 4. Here comes Evan C. To the line they come. Evan C. Dylan Yeager. Evan C wins. Yeager second. Ryan Underwood in third. And Brett Wheeler, I need a doctor.
Oh, boy. What a way. What a finish there by Evan C. Let's take a look at your official results coming up on screen. Evan C. confirmed the winner by .093 of a second over Dylan Yeager. Ryan Underwood third, making a 1, 2, and 3 for the Victory Lane Racing team. Dixon Slinger fourth, and Jay Place will officially round out your top 5.
Matthew Selby in 6th. Cole Cabre, Randall Carter, Brent Carter, and Camden Johnston round out the top 10. Those guys going on to your A main event.
Checker Fields in 11th, Jarrett Jones in 12th, 13th, Alex McCullum, Chance Carr, 14th, and 15th was Nori Tippett.
16th, Robert Fletcher, Shane Yates, John Batista, Nathan Davis, 19th, Damian Paul in the 20th spot, and then Austin Hines, Davin Markham, Colton Malone, and Alan Duranco round out that 24-car field there. I don't know. I'm going to wait and see if these guys make their way to victory lane, but Brett Wheeler still to come. We have that A main event, which we just saw our top 10 have locked in. I don't know who is over with Matt Bailey that's going to lock in for that top 10 as well, but the top 3 will go to a random redraw to see where they start, and that's where everything comes to fun because Evan C., Dylan Yeager, especially if Majulis is in the party as well tonight. If Majulis and C pull those worst numbers, you got to be happy if you're Dylan Yeager and them starting up ahead of those two.
Well, who knows what is going to happen in the redraw. What we know, we're going to chat to our third place driver here tonight in the 46 machine for Victory Lane Racing. It is Ryan Underwood. Ryan, congratulations on the prelim third place here. And, well, your time's not done with just yet because you're going to the redraw, you're going to the main event. But can you get it done in the late models?
Yeah, I think we can. As long as we get a good pill draw and we start on the front row, I think we can pull this one off. It's going to be on the bottom or right around the middle and the top. So if you could just run the line okay, it's going to be really hard to pass, especially with how close we'll be racing. So with this top 6, it's going to be really dependent on the pill draw.
Right, tonight, obviously, we're at Kokomo. We've been at the big half-mile racetracks, you know, the Volusia, Charlotte, Eldora, Knoxville, the sprint car capital of the world. You come to a track like Kokomo. How much of a driving adjustment do you have to make to get around here?
A pretty big one. You can't really just try to be smooth and fast. I mean, you can, but you really just got to make sure you hit your lines a whole lot more. It's not like you just pray to God it hits it. You really just got to make sure it hits that line, and if it don't, you're just out the lunch. So it really just becomes technical, especially when you're running the bottom, trying to hit that little groove just to make sure you could keep up with the top's pace. So it's going to be really on driver skill, and we'll find out who prevails here tonight.
Yeah, buddy, well done on third place finish here tonight. Good luck in the main event later. But before we let you go, of course, Ryan, we know there's a lot of good sponsors on this race car. A lot of wonderful people helping you out behind the scenes, mate. Now's an opportunity to thank them people.
Everybody at Team VLR, CI Performance, CFME Sports, ShopFergie22.com, the Joel C Setup Shop, Chad Brittany at Mecca Motorsports at Northside Graphics and Designs, BAB Media, Scout Race Wraps, and everybody on the car.
There we go. Ryan Underwood home in third place. Alex Robinson, you're caught up with our runner-up.
Coming home in the second spot. So close, but yet so far. Dylan Yeager in the second spot. And you got to feel good about how this car is now locked into the redraw here for the feature event and locked into that big feature event. 50 laps on tap, and the car looks sharp.
Yeah, we're in the redraw again, so that's good. The bottom was really working there. I didn't think it would be any good. I just put in the bottom setup and hope for the best. It was good there. I think they were a little bit faster up top. I think the only reason I got around is they were battling. But, you know, put her in the redraw again. Hopefully we have a good 50-lapper here.
And we always talk about it. Live and die by the bottom, and it showed here tonight that living and die by the bottom worked well for this car. Stayed on the bottom, stayed clean, and that's half the reason why you got in this redraw tonight.
Yep, I was just tippy-toeing down there. I knew that Evan and Ryan would probably be up top, so I said, let's do something different. You know, I like the bottom, so I felt pretty confident and comfortable down there. Let her rip, and I almost beat Evan. I mean, that was pretty awesome.
Now take some time. We know you got a lot of great people backing that number 48. Take some time and thank all those supporters.
Yeah, I got to thank all the guys at Team VLR. Got to thank you guys for doing the broadcast, and I got to thank Steven and all the guys at Race Control for running the deal.
Well, that is your second place finisher tonight, the 48 of Dylan Yeager. Brett Wheeler, you're with the guy who parked in a victory lane, the 33 of Evan C.
Yeah, well, talk about leaving his run till the very death to get the job done. But home in first place tonight is the 33 of Evan C. And Evan, congratulations On the winning. Well, like I said, mate, you left your run right to the end to get back by into the race lead. How was that one after a quick short 20 lap stint? Can't hear. Evan, you get us a copy? Negative, the mic's lighting up. So bear with us, folks. Evan C just getting those technical issues sorted out. Hey, Alex. Do you want to know the score?
6-5.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. Let's try and jump. Hang on, hold on, Alex. We're gonna try something different here. Hang on one sec. We're gonna try something different. You got a copy here? You got a copy here? No, can't hear. Alright, I'll tell you what, we'll leave that one. We'll hopefully get it sorted for the main event. Just had to try something different. Just had to try and move channels just to see if we could get Evan C to say a couple of words. Obviously, the sponsors on that race car, Team Victory Lane Racing, Majula C Speed Shop, Captain Ben Morgan, I think he says. Who else is on that car? XR Racer. Just everybody that helps out behind the scenes. Alex will take obviously a quick short break. Server number 2, I believe, is wrapped up, so we'll go back to the waiting screen. We'll play some music. Hello, Platsy. About time you're here, mate. Better late than never. Denisha, thank you very much for those 200 stars. I appreciate it. Thank you for the support here on UltimateDirtTV. We'll take a quick break, ladies and gentlemen. Do not go anywhere. Your main event server coming up in about 10 to 15 minutes time, right here on UltimateDirtTV.
There in the house, cops came out here. Told me I was just taking out the garbage. Where you been?
Shit, man, I've been taking care of these motherfuckers.
Oh, damn.
Y'all was coming in, and now you're backing out.
Now you're backing out.
It's hard to talk big with a shotgun in your mouth.
Shotgun in your mouth.
I'm glad you brought your friends. They can watch it go down.
Watch it go down.
I got mine too. So welcome to my house.
Welcome to my house.
'Cause these are my people, and this is my land.
This is my land.
This is what we pray for, and this is God's plan.
This is God's plan.
If you ain't from here, then you won't understand.
You won't understand.
This is my country, and this is who I am.
This is who I am.
So welcome to my house. So welcome to my house. I'ma stand up for mine. You better believe it, 'cause today won't be your day. I can guarantee it, you should turn and walk away and get to leaving, or I'll let this 12 gauge do all my speaking. Don't push me on the edge, boy,
Push me on the edge,
'cause
boy.
I'm aiming for your I told you not to cross that line.
I told you not to cross that line.
I'm giving you a chance, boy.
I'm giving you a chance,
You see
boy.
the devil in a glance, boy.
Devil in a glance,
I
boy.
can knock you out your pants, boy.
Knock you out your pants, boy.
I told you not to fuck with mine.
I told you not to fuck with
Lord
mine.
have mercy, Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy, Lord have mercy. Y'all was coming in, and now you're backing out.
Now you're backing out.
It's hard to talk big with a shotgun in your mouth.
Shotgun in your mouth.
I'm glad you brought your friends. They can watch it go down.
Watch it go down.
I got mine too. So welcome to my house.
Welcome to my house.
'Cause these are my people. And this is my land.
This is my land.
And this is what we pray for. And this is God's plan.
This is God's plan.
If you ain't from here, then you won't understand.
You won't understand.
This is my country. This is who I am.
This is who I am.
So welcome to my house. So welcome to my house.
I got a baby girl inside this house, and right now she's sound asleep. So it's probably best for the both of us if you just turn around and leave. Cause if you come in this fucking house, then you too gonna go to sleep. I promise you, boy, don't play with me. I pray to God my soul to keep. Especially this day and age, gotta handle shit our own way. With a 30-30 horse 12 gauge behind this door, you're hella weight. My old lady, she rides too, picking up every shell case, mopping up these blood stains, but she ain't seen a damn thing. Most of my people are convicts, hard-headed, no nonsense. So please approach with caution. You never know who's watching. You never know what's on the other side of that front door. And you knocking, might step out like motherfuckers get the dropping. All the neighbors heard was the dogs barking. The sun was down, it was getting dark, and I told the sheriff it ain't no problems, man. I was just taking out the garbage. So if you don't mind, please excuse me. I'm with the family trying to watch a movie. I'm sure you got better things to do, so I'll let you go and get back to
Y'all was
doing
coming
it.
in, and now you're backing out.
Now you're backing out.
It's hard to talk big with a shotgun in your mouth.
Shotgun in your mouth.
I'm glad you brought your friends. They can watch it go down.
Watch it go down.
I got mine too. So welcome to my house.
Welcome to my house.
'Cause these are my people. And this is my land.
This is my land.
And this is what we pray for. And this is God's plan.
This is God's plan.
If you ain't from here, then you won't understand.
You won't understand.
This is my country. This is who I am.
This is who I am.
So welcome to my house. Lord have mercy, Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy, Lord have mercy. So welcome to my house. Lord have mercy, Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy, Lord have mercy. So welcome to my house. Lord have mercy, Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy, Lord have mercy. So welcome to my house. Lord have mercy, Lord have mercy.
starts? Nah, some neighbors heard some gunshots and wanted me to come check it out. I was just taking out the trash. And I ain't heard nothing. We've been hanging out, you know. Ain't nothing going on around here. I just got the kids in the house and stuff like that. We're just hanging out, having a good old time. Gotcha. Yeah, man. That's it. Sounds good to me. All right, y'all take it easy. Have a good night, man. You too, man. You ain't gonna believe what happened over here, man. Yeah. Real warm out there. Another one came in the house. Cops came out here. Told me I was just taking out the garbage. Where you been?
Shit, man, I've been taking care of these motherfuckers.
Oh, damn.
Y'all was coming in, and now you're backing out.
Now you're backing out.
It's hard to talk big with a shotgun in your mouth.
Shotgun in your mouth.
I'm glad you brought your friends. They can watch it go down.
Watch it go down.
I got mine too. So welcome to my house.
Welcome to my house.
'Cause these are my people, and this is my land.
This is my land.
This is what we pray for, and this is God's plan.
This is God's plan.
If you ain't from here, then you won't understand.
You won't understand.
This is my country, and this is who I am.
This is who I am.
So welcome to my house. So welcome to my house. I'ma stand up for mine. You better believe it, 'cause today won't be your day. I can guarantee it, you should turn and walk away and get to leaving, or I'll let this 12 gauge do all my speaking. Don't push me on the edge, boy,
Push me on the edge, boy.
'cause I'm aiming for your head,
'Cause
boy.
I'm aiming for your head, boy.
And all I see is red, boy.
And all I see is red, boy.
I told you not to cross that
I
line.
told you not to cross that line.
I'm giving you a chance, boy.
Giving you a chance,
You see
boy.
the devil in a glance, boy.
Devil in a glance,
Shot
boy.
to knock you out your pants, boy.
Knock you out your pants, boy.
I told you not to fuck with mine.
I told you not to fuck with
Lord
mine.
have mercy, Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy, Lord have mercy. Y'all was coming in, and now you're backing out.
Now you're backing out.
It's hard to talk big with a shotgun in your mouth.
Shotgun in your mouth.
I'm glad you brought your friends. They can watch it go down.
Watch it go down.
I got mine too. So welcome to my house.
Welcome to my house.
'Cause these are my people, and this is my land.
This is my land.
This is what we pray for, and this is God's plan.
This is God's plan.
If you ain't from here, then you won't understand.
You won't understand.
This is my country, and this is who I am.
This is who I am.
So welcome to my house.
baby girl inside this house, and right now she's sound asleep. So it's probably best for the both of us if you just turn around and leave. Cause if you come in this fucking house, then you too gonna go to sleep. I promise you, boy, don't play with me. I pray to God my soul to keep. Especially this day and age, gotta handle shit our own way. With a 30-30 or 12 gauge behind this door, you're hella weight. My old lady, she rides too, picking up every shell case, mopping up these blood stains, but she ain't seen a damn thing. Most of my people are convicts, hard-headed, no nonsense. So please approach with caution. You never know who's watching. You never know what's on the other side of that front door, and you knocking. Might step out like motherfuckers get to dropping. All the neighbors heard was the dogs barking. The sun was down, it was getting dark, and I told the sheriff it ain't no problems, man. I was just taking out the garbage. So if you don't mind, please excuse me. I'm with the family trying to watch a movie. I'm sure you got better things to do, so I'll let you go and get back to
Y'all was
doing
coming in, and now you're backing out.
Now you're backing out.
It's hard to talk big with a shotgun in your mouth.
Shotgun in your mouth.
I'm glad you brought your friends. They can watch it go down.
Watch it go down.
I got mine too. So welcome to my house.
Welcome to my house.
Cause these are my people, and this is my land.
This is my land.
And this is what we pray for, and this is God's plan.
This is God's plan.
If you ain't from here, then you won't understand.
You won't understand.
This is my country, and this is who I am.
This is who I am.
So welcome to my house. Lord have mercy, Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy, Lord have mercy. So welcome to my house. Lord have mercy, Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy, Lord have mercy. So welcome to my house. Lord have mercy, Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy, Lord have mercy. So welcome to my house. Lord have mercy, Lord have mercy.
Got a call about a disturbance. I think some neighbors heard some gunshots. They wanted me to come check it out. I was just taking out trash, and I ain't heard nothing. We've been hanging out, you know. Ain't nothing going on around here. I just got the kids in the house and stuff like that. We're just hanging out, having a good old time. Gotcha.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Ultimate Dirt TV. I'm with Matt Bailey now. Matt, run us through what happened in your feature, because I saw some entertaining names that locked themselves in. But Damien Kiefer finishing 10th and barely making it into the feature. So run us through yours. They saw our feature and how entertaining it was. But talk about the feature you had. Matt Bailey? I think I lost my partner in crime. Well, Matt Bailey is somewhere. Don't know really where he is. We will run through some things here. So, redraw happened. Dylan Yeager pulls the number 1 on the redraw there. Provisionals for the night is Huey Quillen, Cole Duggar, and Tyler Schultz. So those 3 take their provisionals here at Kokomo Speedway here in Kokomo, Indiana. Tomorrow night, it will be 360 wingless sprint cars and pro late models on the track here live on Thunder Sim Racing Network, and then Ultimate Dirt TV back Tuesday night, Williams Grove Speedway possibility on Tuesday night. Thursday night for sure, VLR. It will be pro late models. I think Knoxville is the place to be for that one. Brett Wheeler, can you confirm? But I want to say Knoxville is the place to be for that one. Going into next Sunday, championship night, Fairbury Speedway, and that's going to be fun. Is Matt Bailey back?
I think so. Give me a second. We might have it. I'm having a few internet issues, boys. Just give me 1 second. It's having a dummy spit today. It was good about 10 minutes ago. Then it just wants to have a dummy spit for some reason. So we'll see what happens. Hopefully it should be right. I'll keep an eye on it, but we'll see what happens. Hopefully it should be good to go. But yeah, so Alex, mate, yeah, the feature that we had in Server 2, mate, it was some rough racing, but it was entertaining. And, we saw Blake Majoris come from position 18 and work his way up to position number 3. And, mate, obviously, here at Kokomo Speedway, she's a tight little bullring, but a lot of cool racing to be produced.
And now we'll go through, just so we don't have to rush through it here, and we're going to make sure we do it right. Matt Bailey, we're going to run through this starting grid. So first, back to front, those provisionals. Starting in row number 12, the lonesome car, that's Tyler Schultz. And then row number 11, for Drew Hopkins Racing, it'll be Cole Duggar and also Huey Quillen.
Number 20 will be the 0 car of Damien Kiefer. Position 19 will be the 19 car of Camden Johnston.
Starting in row number 9, Blake Murray going to start on the outside there. To the inside for VLR, it's Brent Carter.
Position number 16 will be the 009 car of Tanner Tomasi. Position 15 will be the 37 car of Randall Carter.
Starting in the 14th spot, it'll be Austin Hunter. To the inside, the 71 for D1RT, it's Cole Cabray.
Position number 12 with the 41 car of Matthew Logan. Position number 11 will be the number 1 machine of Matthew Selby.
Starting on the outside of row number 5, it'll be Ben Cowdermarsh. To the inside, the 16 for VLR, it's Jay Place.
Position number 8 will be the 060 car, and he put on a barnstorm of a clinical run in server number 2 action just earlier on. Held off some of the best in the business to come home in a 4-spot run. Starting out of position number 8 will be the 60 car of Dylan Wilson, and position 7 will be the Momentum Simsport Speedshop51.com CT Designs. Number 50 is Dixon Slinger.
Starting outside of row number 3, it will be Zach McSwain. To the inside, the 12 for Team ABR Esports. He is a 3-time defending NOS Energy Drink World of Outlaw Sprint Car Champion here on iRacing, the 12 of Alex Bergeron.
Ladies and gentlemen, this brings us to row number 2. Starting on the outside of row number 2, this is position number 4. He drives the Team Victory Lane Racing, number 46, and it's Ryan Underwood. To his inside, teammate for Team Victory Lane Racing is the 33 of Evan C.
Row number 1 on the outside, he hails from Asheville, New York, representing Limited, Nick Diaz Army, Game Up Nutrition, NL Performance, Reliable Energy Solutions, Design 75 and 127 Industries. It's the 127, that is Blake Majolis. And on your pole, the 48 machine for Team VLR, he hails from New Jersey, the TAC 3 defense and Bighorn Taxidermy. That is Dylan Yeager.
I think I just heard Brett Wheeler, our producer, in the background saying he's got shotgun on Black Majula. So that leaves you and I, Alex, to pick our winners. I'm going to go with a guy who won our preliminary feature on server number 2 tonight. I'm going to go with Zach McSwain in the 25.
You're going to go with McSwain. I'm going to go with the 33 for Team VLR, Evan C.
Okay, race fans. So the way we do it here at the Water Thunder Esports Group and also here at UltimateDirtTV, we normally pick a winner. Now what we're going to do is we're going to pick a hard charger. And my hard charger is... I'm going to go with Damien Kiefer in the 0K. Starting position number 20, I reckon he's got a shot to move his way up into the top 10.
You're going to go Kiefer. I'll go with a row up for VLR, the 69, Brent Carter.
And we've got to take our producer's pick as well. We can just get a pick from our producer, Brett Wheeler. Ooh. So 2-person on the 1 driver. This is going to be interesting. Very interesting.
Oh, Matt Bailey, that's right. We forgot to tell you. We did update that. You can copycat. So if all 3 have wanted us to, we can copycat with Damien Kiefer. But at that point, for the 3 of us, we cannot copycat the winner pick.
Okay, that's cool. No, that's fine, mate. I'm good with that. I'll stay with McSwain. So, Bergen's race fans, how cool is tonight going to be? The racetrack already starting to pan in, as we can see some lines forming on the speedway. Now, to tell you what, as well, Alex, if you missed it, I'm not sure what you saw, mate, but I was blown away by the gap, or the margin, should I say, at the finish line of the 360 sprint cars. Do you know what it was?
I do not know what it was.
It was 4.465 seconds at the finish line. At one stage, about lap 12 or 13, he had a 6.5 second gap on second place, which was Clayton Davies. And I tell you what, it was a barnstorm of a run as well for the 360 sprint cars here tonight, and it was an awesome feature race. So unfortunately, it was a good heat race in heat race number 1 with our producer Brett Wheeler taking out that heat race, and obviously doing it for the Aussies, as well as Clayton Davies in heat race number 3. In the last heat race of the night, he took out that heat race as well. So it was good to see they were up on that here tonight at the Kokomo Speedway here in Kokomo, Indiana. Alex, we're about to kick over to our main feature race tonight, mate. It is showtime.
And one thing we took note in our feature event was the top and bottom line both came into play very early and very late, and that's why Dylan Yeager finished in that second spot and very closely there. But again, there is your feature starting grid for tonight's main event.
Well, I'll tell you what, Alex, it's going to be a barnstormer of an A main here tonight, and you can see there on the screen there, race fans. You can see the grid up on your screen there as well. So, play your picks in the comments here tonight as well. So we want to see everyone's picks in. And so Craig Plater has picked Dixon Slinger as hard charger. I don't know how we're going to go with that, because he's out of position number 7. Normally it's people starting down the back towards plates. So
I don't know about that one.
Yeah, it's a bit of a plays how's your father there, I reckon. So first he picked Alex Bergeron to be hard charging. Now, where's Bergeron starting again? We've got Bergeron.
Yeah, that's a good question, Brett Wheeler. I have no clue. So again, ladies and gentlemen, don't mind that starting grid. We went through the starting grid for tonight's A main event. So again, John Darby, Evan is actually starting in row number 2. So there it is, updates now. So there you see the starting spots for these guys here tonight's A main. So for Platzi, for John, you can repick those hard chargers. And again, Brett Wheeler went and took Kiefer, so did Matt Bailey. I went and picked Brent Carter. So there's a whole bunch of wide open guys for hard charger. Mike Augustine is, well, he's just cheering on some guys. He hasn't picked a guy yet. But Alex Bergeron for the win. That's a very interesting one there, Mr. Bailey, as I picked C, Majulis, of course, for Brett Wheeler, and you pick McSwain.
That is correct. Well, Alex, mate, you're the main official here with World of Thunder. It is time to do our official 4-wide.
Ladies and gentlemen, 4.5 years ago, the World of Thunder Esports League group was formed, now known as the Miller Family Trucking Esports League, with over 17,000 iRacing members. And one of the oldest iRacing sanctioning series, the drivers and staff of World of Thunder would like to thank you, the fans at home, for tuning in tonight here at Kokomo Speedway for the super late models. They salute to you, the fans at home, the 4-wide salute. Grab your friends, share out the broadcast, because, ladies and gentlemen, it's about to lay down a smackdown here at Kokomo, Indiana.
My. I tell you what, race fans, it sends a shiver up anyone's spine when you see a 4-wide salute. This, as always, mate, tomorrow, this week. Oh, that's right. The internet's having a dummy spit. So, here we go, race fans. The yellow lights around the Kokomo Speedway are out. We are set to go racing. As I roll intensively through turns 1 and 2 and down the back straight away. Dylan Yeager, Blake Jewis on the front row. Ladies and gentlemen, 50 laps on the board. Round number 5 is green.
Dylan Yeager, Blake Majulis lead us into turn 1 and 2, and already you see cars going top side, bottom side here. Dylan Yeager already live and die by the bottom side for that 48 machine. He goes to the bottom of the 12 machine of Alex Bergeron as well to the bottom, but Majulis, Underwood, C. They're all trying different stuff out right now, and Blake Majulis, that top line isn't working right now, so he goes to the middle here in 3 and 4.
Down to 1 and 2, they run into turns 1 and 2, now into turn number 3 and 4. Okay, so we're on the back chute, so into turn number 3 and 4 this time by. And we are caution Alex. And not the way to start tonight's A-Main. Only a couple of laps in the books. Let's find out what happened on the UltimateDirtTV instant replay.
It's going to be the Ford machine of Huey Quillen being involved in this one here. So he takes a provisional to enter tonight, and oh boy, gets a little poke by the 69 of Brent Carter there. But you see then contact between him and Duggar and Schultz. So all 3 provisionals there caught up in that caution. 4 cars in total were caught up in that caution flag, though. So, Matt, the first few laps of green flag there, you see the bottom side is the place to be here. Not really the top side yet, but if that top side starts getting fast and gets fast, here's the green flag is back out. If the top side starts working, imagine slide jobs to be thrown here tonight.
Yeah, that's right, mate, as well. We're set to go back to racing, and we are under green flag conditions here at the Kokomo Speedway. And again, caution, this is going to be gnarly. second caution already of tonight here in our 50-lap feature. And, well, let's find out what happened in this one. So it looks like the 41 car of Matthew Logan picks up the front end. And unfortunately, well, Joe Place was there. And Matty Logan, wrong place, wrong time. Unfortunately, looks like Joe Place may have gotten a little bit sideways and Matthew Logan chucked it in the bottom. Hoping for the best, and unfortunately the 16 car was there. So
Matt
let's
Bailey,
see what happens.
when you asked about if I caught the end of the 360s, sadly, no, I was turning the wrenches, getting my Pro Late ready to come back here tomorrow night for the rest of the action here. You know, those wingless 360s on this track, we know about the AMSOIL wingless sprint cars every single year. It's known as the Kokomo Smackdown. When those cars come to this famous racetrack, known for wingless sprint car action, it is going to be hammered down. Rusty Kruger, Vinny Sandstone, Alex Bergeron, all those guys probably will be in attendance for that one. It's going to be fun, and man, I can't wait.
I tell you what, though, Alex and Steve McMillan actually brought it to my attention earlier. You know, he's actually in the points lead for that series as well, and that's pretty cool as well. So he's all he's going to do next week is fire up the sprint car, and the championship is all his. So let's see what happens with that. As well as we'll get back to the green flag out at turn number 4. Dylan Yeager down to turns 1 and 2 though. And he's holding it down right now. Evan C up to position 2. Majulis through the middle as well. This just getting started.
And now you see there down the front stretch into 3 and 4. Dylan Yeager on the bottom side here. There's Evan C. There's Blake Majulis. There's Alex Bergeron. Take it 3 wide. These 3 former pro champions go at it right now. C. Majulis, Bergeron going at it here. 3 wide once again into turn 1 and 2. Bergeron on the bottom, Evan C. in the middle, and then Blake Majulis on the top side there. Majulis shot out of a rocket down the back stretch into 3 and 4 there. Now trying to change up the line on the front straightaway. Here comes Ryan Underwood. He's bringing Dixon Slinger in the picture as well as those guys about to go 3 wide.
Down to 3 and 4 this time by race fans. Into turns 1 and 2. Not sure what happened there on the bottom side of the speedway as well. Looks like a bit of a right forming and underselling some race cars as well as we have caution yellow on the speedway. And we'll find out what happened on the UltimateDirtTV instant replay. Yes, so Tyler Schultz in the 17 car got into the wall in turn 3 and 4, and unfortunate damage on the 17 machine of Tyler Schultz, Team Alloy Motorsports driver. Will now be back down in the 23rd position. He'll restart down the back of the bus in the 17 car.
So here's one thing to think about. Points coming in before tonight's feature event was you had Blake Majulis leading points, Zach McSwain in second, Ryan Underwood, Tanner Tomasi, and then Trevor Mattingly in the top 5 there. Mattingly not in the field here tonight. And it was Bergeron, Yeager, Carter, C, and Austin Hunter rounding out the top 10. You see a lot of these cars in this feature field right now as we take the green flag again. So keep an eye on a guy like Tanner Tomasi as he is dropping right now. He's back to 20th here. So this might be a tough points night for him as you see points top 10 right now. You have Bergeron, you have C, you have Majulis, you have Underwood all right there in the top 10. McSwain as well. He's in 8th right now battling it out. 3 wide they go once more as you have Majulis, you have Slinger, and you have C. Everyone going at it right now, but Dylan Yeager, he's still your leader.
I'll tell you what though, Dylan Yeager absolutely handing it to the field tonight here in the 48 car. Wowee. Pretty nifty driver here tonight as well. Yeager absolutely railing it on the bottom side. And we are under caution lights here once again. And, well, let's see if we can find out what happened in this one. So, the producer's tower getting all sorted out here tonight as well. Randall Carter and contact there with the 79 machine as well. And unfortunate for Randall Carter, backed it into the fence in turn 1 and 2.
We talked about earlier on tonight, the small bull rings, which we go to the end of the year here at Kokomo, and then February next week. It's one of those. It's those bull rings where you can run, but you can't hide on this track. There's no way of avoiding most of the time, or you're going to hit one of those tractor tires in the infield there trying to avoid them. You can hit the wall, you can hit a light pole, you can hit a lot of stuff. The wall, any car on track. So these short bull rings, it's kind of hard to avoid stuff, especially if it's a 3, 4, 5 car pileup, because then chaos ensues.
Yeah, that's right, mate, as well. And we'll see what happens here with the closing laps of tonight's A-Main as the pace car is off to the infield. Alex West set for a restart.
Dylan Yeager, Alex Bergeron. That's your front row. Then that second row of Evan C. Blake Majulis. Green flag back out. Can Dylan Yeager keep on this momentum streak right now? As here comes Majulis now to the inside. Bergeron to the outside. The 12 machine of Alex Bergeron trying to contest Dylan Yeager here for the race lead. Now Majulis trying to battle as well. Bergeron up top, but Dylan Yeager holds on to the lead. But for how long? Because Alex Bergeron is gaining speed, trying to get to the outside there in 1 and 2. He forces his way up. Now there you see battle for third between Evan C. Blake Majulis. They're 2 by 2 by 2. They're 4 wide back there as well.
Yeah, how good is this so far as well, race fans? The race has still got a lot of laps left to go, but here comes Alex Bergeron through the middle. Bergeron on the top side of the speedway, looking for the race lead in turns 1 and 2.
Alex Bergeron in the 12 machine. Now he is your new race leader going into 3 and 4. There comes Evan C. now in the picture once more, bringing Blake Majulis in the top 5 with him. Evan C. now he's hopping into the second spot right now over Dylan Yeager. Yeager holds the bottom side once again. He's back into second. Here comes C to the outside once again. The 33, the 48 going at it side by side. But Alex Bergeron right now is that race leader. He takes command and he is off to the races in that top side.
Yeah, that's right, mate, as well. Good to see Alex Bergeron on the top side of the speedway, and we are caution yellow on the speedway once again. And let's find out what happened in this one. Hopefully, no damage befallen. Hopefully, the crash isn't too bad out there. We'll find out as we go to the UltimateDirtTV instant replay. Austin Hunter on the top side, catches the wall, gets it to Cole Duggar, and oopsie. Upside down goes the 8 car of Austin Hunter. And not the way you want to end your night here at Kokomo. So as we come back to... You're right, Alex. Go on, mate.
And that's what we were just talking about, too. It takes only 2-3 cars there, and it causes up, and now there's about 4, maybe 5, 6 cars just from that last caution that have some damage on it. Cole Duggar being one of them, getting into that one there. Who else was involved in it? I think Matthew Logan, I think, was involved. I think Brent Carter was in the picture as well. So there's a whole bunch of cars with some damage, but up front right now, they've stayed clean as can be. And we're going to take it 3 wide going into 1 and 2 there as everyone going at it. Yeager, Bergeron, Majulis, C going at it already. Majulis, he's back to 4th again as Evan C goes top side, 3 wide right behind him there as McSwain, Underwood, and Slinger go at it for that top 5 spot.
Yeah, down to turns 1 and 2, race fans. Down the back, straight away they run into turn number 3 and 4. Here comes Zach McSwain. McSwain through the middle, and we are caution once again on lap 26. Technically about lap 15, I think we're on, in all honesty. 20. Lap 20, we are on at the moment of 50 here at the Kokomo Speedway. And Zach McSwain was just starting to get a move on as well in the number 25 machine. He was on the top side of the speedway and he was really trying to reel everyone else in, but Cole Duggar looks like he was involved in this one. Matthew Logan. So that bottom side of the speedway as well tonight, Alex playing havoc with some race cars. These guys chucking it in deep in turns 3 and 4 as well in turns 1 and 2, and hopefully these guys will be able to sort it out. There's obviously a lot of racetrack to be used, and still a lot of grip out there as well.
And it looks like some of those cautions there, they come in hot in the turn, thinking they have, enough room there as everyone in front of them is far enough out. But then they get a miracle run through that bottom side, catch up to everyone in front. And then it just comes and makes contact because there's no time when that bottom side slicks off. But the pace truck is off, and oh, boy. Let's take it 4 wide into turn 1 and 2 there. Evan C. Bergeron Majulis, your new leader again, and Dylan Yeager as a caution flag is out. So it will go back to a complete restart there. So, oh boy.
So not sure what's happening. Yeah, this is a bit of a talk of the piece, Alex, I reckon at the moment. Not sure what's happened out on the speedway. We're going to find out what happened. So Bergeron was trying to hold off Blake Majulis there. Whoa, yep, and there it is. The retaliation in turn number 3 and 4. So Majulis and Bergeron get together. 2 champions in the World of Outlaws scene as well. One in the late model and one in the sprint car series. As well, Blake Majulis, a champion in the super late model series for the Morton Buildings late models as well here on iRacing. And Alex Bergeron, a 3-time world champion in the 410 wing sprint car division as well. There is Evan C on the speedway as well. The Team Victory Lane Racing number 33 machine still holding it down out there. So it looks like the pace truck obviously still out there on the circuit at the moment. As well, Alex Bergeron will regain the race lead by the looks of things in the Team ABR Esports number 12.
And Matt, speaking of those Morton Building super late models, they're coming to my neck of the woods Friday night. They'll be at Williams Grove Speedway. I'm going to be there. I can't wait. First time I get to see the late models in Pennsylvania this year. The second time I'll get to see them on a track. First one was in Bristol a few months back, and they put on a heck of a show down there. So now come to a more of a tricky track in the Williams Grove Speedway, which history, and then you have these guys of Scott Bloomquist. Don't know who else is going to be there, actually, because there could be a handful of guys depending on what other big races are going on. But then Lucas Oil, and there's one person that's coming in for Port Royal when Lucas Oil is in, and his name is Chris Ferguson, so I got to make the trip down there for that one. As those super late models, when they go anywhere of lately, they've been putting on a heck of a show.
Yeah, that's right, mate, as well. And look, they don't call them ground-thumping late models for no reason, you know. Anytime that you see late models out on the racetrack, they're always going to put on a clinic of a show. And, mate, obviously, you know, good luck to everyone heading down that way to the Williams Grove Speedway in Mechanicsburg, Pennsylvania. And hopefully everyone down there comes out of it safely and unscathed. And hopefully we'll see what happens down there for the Morton's Building late models. I know I'll be watching on Dirt Vision for that one as well, and we'll see what happens there.
And one person I hope takes home the win there is Boom Briggs, native of Pennsylvania, running with the World of Outlaws this year, running that scene. Would be nice to see a Pennsylvania guy take home a win in his home state and can rack up some more World of Outlaw points there. But I think Kyle Strickler will also be in attendance there, as we got to watch him. He was one pulling double duty down there in Bristol as he ran his late model and UMP modified. So it was nice seeing some of these guys still running big series, but also running double duty while they're at it.
Yeah, that's right, mate, as well, and good to see that as well. And I tell you what, we can't fall back on, obviously, this week's racing that we've seen at Knoxville, and a lot of cool stories coming out of there as well. As we're about to go back to the green flag very shortly, as the pace car will pull in soon as well. Should be this time by. So just a big congratulations to Kyle Larson and Donny Schatz putting on a clinic of a show at the 60th NOS Energy Drink Knoxville Nationals down there in Knoxville, Iowa, and it was an absolute barnstorm of an A-main to watch as well. Unfortunate for Gio Selzy, was on the pole position and fell back to the 3rd spot in that one. So it was, he fell back to 4th, I think, because gravel took him there with a few laps to go.
But lights, I think the base truck is still on the track, but one sad note coming out of Knoxville. It will be the last time you see the wild child Jack Hodenshield as he announced his retirement earlier this year. Was nice to see him in the old Penske yellow machine there as Rico Abreu and that whole crew paying tribute to a great driver, a great career for him. Sammy Swindell, still running his career as I think he'll be nearing an end here soon, but those are those once-in-a-generation drivers. Donnie Schatz as well, once-in-a-generation. Kyle Larson, just one of those guys who can run everything any given day. But those are the guys that kids watch and kids look up to. But everyone has their opinions about guys. But for Donnie Schatz, for Sammy Swindell, for all those guys, they're once-in-a-generation guys. Scott Bloomquist as well, Jimmy Owens, those older guys. Those are the people that even my grandparents heard of because they've been running that long.
Yeah, that's right, mate, as well. And look, there's so many greats out there as well. And I'll name some Australians. You got the likes of Ian Madsen, Kerry Madsen, Brooke Tatnell, Skip Jackson. Who else have we got? J-Mac, James McFadden. He's a multiple-time national Australian sprint car champion. Oh, that's pretty cool as well. Breaking news. So Marcus Dumsney, one of the youngest in the Dumsney clan, hails all the way from Nelson here in New South Wales, Australia. Just won his first feature sprint car A main over at Jacksonville. I'd better be the Jackson Motorplex, wouldn't it? I don't know. So it's just,
probably
all over the news as well. So congratulations to Marcus Dumsney. I know Max and Melinda will be absolutely have big smiles on their faces with that one. And also you've got talking of greats as well. You've got obviously now Donnie Schatz with in excess of 300 career victory wins. He's a multiple-time What of Outlaws champion. He's a multiple-time Kings Royal champion. Multiple-time Knoxville Nationals champion, and the list goes on and on and on. Okay, we'll go with 10 times. Thank you, Wheeler. So he's also a multiple, champion here in Australia as well. He's won the $50,000 to win race quite a few times, and obviously racing down here when he was as well. Alex, I'm not sure whether you've ever seen the racing, but when he was racing down here for the Gary Rush and Pick and Payless team, it was absolutely phenomenal. Always had a fast race car, always knew what to do on the speedway. And was absolutely awesome when we saw Donnie Schatz down here as well. But currently contracted up at the Archfield Speedway in Queensland. So pretty cool to have that. The pace car's still on the circuit. I'm not sure what's going on here on the Speedway. The pace car is off now, so it looks like we're going to resume racing here on lap number 20 of 50 here at the Kokomo Speedway. We're back to green flag action.
Green flag back out, and look who's out in front right now. That 12 machine of Alex Bergeron. He's back out front. Dylan Yeager now trying to make a move on Evan C. there for the second spot on the bottom side as Dylan Yeager, as he's been there, has not moved from that spot all night long. And Dylan Yeager is on a podium spot still, but here we go. Evan C. up top. You have Underwood up top as well. The VLR teammates all battling it out as well. Majulis right now in the fifth spot, but Dixon Slinger, Zach McSwain, they're right there as well.
Yeah, that's right, mate. Down to turns 1 and 2 this time by Bergeron on the top side. What a clinic of a run that was on the top side of the speedway. Caught the moisture and absolutely rocketed it out of turn 2. How good was that? Evan C. now on the top side of the speedway as well. And also Ryan Underwood, he's up there as well. And we are caution, yellow on the speedway once again.
But an update here while we have this caution. So my pick to win was Evan C. He's in second. Blake Majulis was Brett Wheeler's pick. I think he's sitting in fifth right now. Zach McSwain is in sixth or seventh there. That was Matt Bailey's pick. And then hard charger-wise, Damien Kiefer's about that 19th spot. And then you have Brent Carter, who is my hard charger pick. He's up to 13th. So there's your update on all of our picks right now. But I don't think Platsy picked Bergeron. And
yeah,
Bergeron's
no, I was
out
going
in
to
front
say
right
that.
now.
Yeah, I was going to say that, and obviously just a quick confirmation. I was actually wrong. So David Gravel didn't actually finish the race yesterday. Yeah, it was actually Larson, Schatz, and Brad Sweet was the top three. So Gio Selzy, I think, was 4th or 5th. So hopefully, Platzi, you know all that, mate. Thanks for the confirmation with that. My bad, yeah, because I think Gravel blew a motor in that Houston Speedway Jackson Motorplex number 2 machine as well. So, race fans, we are only we've still got a few laps left to run here tonight at the Kokomo Speedway for Super Late Models. We are back to green flag action though. Bergeron, a good restart down to turns 1 and 2. Majulis looking on the inside, picks up the front left wheel as well. How cool is it with these race cars as well? It's coming out of turn number 3 and 4 this time by down to turns 1 and 2. And Ryan Underwood working the top side of the speedway.
Evan C. in the second spot there. You have Majulis, you have Yeager, you have Underwood, you have Slinger, all battling it out right now. That is for your third spot on the podium here tonight. Battle for the lead. Evan C., Alex Bergeron side by side. They go with the 12 machine, the 33 machine, the 3-time World of Outlaws Sprint Car champion, the 33, who has had countless championships avoid him on the pro circuit, but he's made up for it in his illustrious career here on iRacing. He is battling it out with that 12 machine. Bergeron C., that is your battle for the front spot.
Yeah, I tell you what though, Alex, there was a slide job there, and he couldn't get the job completed. So, Evan C. now settles the ship in turns number 1 and 2, heading down the back straight away. Majulis still battling it out there for minor placings as well. Tanner Tomasi, he's put on a clinic of a run so far here tonight as well, here at the Kokomo Speedway. And I think he started down a few spots back as Evan C. shuts the door on Bergeron, takes the race lead through turns 3 and 4, out of turn 4 this time by. Give lap number 37 to Evan C.
Evan C., now your race leader. Bergeron second, Underwood third. Majulis and Tomasi round out the top 5. I didn't see many people, if anyone, pick Tanner Tomasi for that hard charger spot tonight as he started in row number 8. So he is up into that top 5 right now, battling it out with Dylan Yeager. Bergeron, Underwood, Majulis, they're right there battling it out for the second spot. There you see it behind your leader right now, the 33 of Evan C. You have Bergeron, Underwood, Majulis. Consistent finishes for these guys. There's Yeager on the bottom. They take it 3 wide momentarily out of turn 1 and 2. Majulis, Tomasi now in the picture as well. The top 5, top 10, it's been racing throughout. Even mid-pack there, you see 3 wide. They've been 3 wide for about 5 laps.
Yeah, heading down the back, straight away into turn number 3 and 4. But have a look at Blake Majulis. He's absolutely wrestling that race car as well here tonight. He's in the 4th spot at the moment, but Tomasi looking to the inside, and we are caution. Yellow on the speedway. Just as the 09 machine of Tanner Tomasi was about to put on a clinic of a run in turns number 1 and 2 on Blake Majulis, but unfortunately couldn't get the job completed. But let's see what happens. Looks like Ben Catamash in the number 12 machine. Yeah, oh, the 79 car. That is Blake Murray. Was into the wall in turn number 3 and 4. Now, was there contact prior to that? We're going to have a quick look and see what happened here on the big screen. Just caught the fence on the pit exit fence on the backstretch, and unfortunately broke the rear end in that race car, and that's what sends him into the fence as well. That hard contact on the fence down the back straight, Alex.
So it looks like that 79 machine did not read hashtag PowerPlatz presentation worldwide. The wall doesn't move. And it was a tough break for the 79 machine as he learned the hard way here at Kokomo that wall does not move. And if you hit it hard enough, it will break you. But we're back to see who makes and breaks to the checkered flag, because the green flag back out here. Evan C. take it 3 wide between Evan C. Bergeron. Underwood, a contact between Underwood and Bergeron. Lead it up to Evan C. as well. But now Bergeron back to the 3rd spot. Here comes Tanner Tomasi to the inside. Make him 4 wide out of turn 3 and 4. Everyone battling it out. There's Dylan Yeager. 4 wide once again. And caution flag is out. And Matt Bailey, I've never wanted to say this. If these caution flags weren't out, I think me and you both would have to go to a hospital with high blood pressure.
I don't think it would be blood pressure, man. I think it would be a heart attack, in all honesty.
Yeah, it might be.
I tell you what, though, mate, that was so close. If we can just get a replay of, if we can, get the big TV remote out and have a look at that replay there coming out of turn number 4 with Alex Bergeron. If you didn't see, notice, Alex, Blake Majulis was snuck in there on the top side, and I tell you what, That was pretty nasty there on the top side. That could have been way worse than what it looked. Here we go. We're going to get the big screen out. And have a look at this. They're two by two into turn number 3 and 4. You can see Majora's just sneaking there on the top side. And there was contact as well. That, like I said, that could have been way worse than what it ended up to be.
But the scary thing is, you watch the exit there of 1 and 2, you would think they were taking a 4-wide parade lap. That's how fluent that was coming out of turn 2, how even of a heat it was coming out of that corner. So phenomenal. Green flag back out here. Single file restart. We're closing in on 10 to run here, and already 3 wide they go. Once again, Underwood, Bergeron, Tomasi. Contact now between Bergeron and Underwood. Caution flag is out on the raceway.
Oh dear. Well, let's see what happens with the call on this one. This is going to be a bit of a how you going with this one, I reckon. So you see Ryan Underwood there on the top side of the speedway. Looks like just caught the wall. And everyone stayed in the gas. So let's see what happens there with this one. Race Control looking to make the call there on the speedway. So we'll see what happens with this one. Looks like Bergeron's still staying up front. In the pit logic cap, Team ABR Esports, number 12. Some damage on the rear end of that race car as well, so hopefully no handling effects coming into play on the 12 machine. So hopefully everything should still be okay with Alex Bergeron's number 12 machine.
But now, when we come back to the green flag, it's Alex Bergeron to the rear here. And that's a tough break there for that number 12 machine.
I was going to say, I'm not surprised, Alex. It's obviously being a tough call for officials here tonight at the Kokomo Speedway. Obviously, a quarter-mile little bull ring is this racetrack, and like we said, it produces good racing, but sometimes gotta be a little bit more smarts than brilliance. So Evan C showing the way here tonight, and obviously the experience behind the wheel of a 900 horsepower super late model. We are about to resume racing, ladies and gentlemen. The pace car lights should be going out this time by, and hopefully we'll see what happens with this one. Now, what's going to happen with Alex Bergeron? Can he make his way back up the field?
Well, we got to talk about that 33 up front, because not only is he fast here on iRacing, did you see the highlights from a few weeks ago? That 33 machine of Evan C in a go-kart, breaking track record in qualifying in a go-kart race, and then yet topping his track record and having a 2-second gap over the rest of the field in 2 laps of a heat race. He went and walked away with that heat race. I didn't get the final results on that feature, but the 33 was in a dominant state there throughout that night.
Yeah, it definitely was, mate, and hopefully we'll see what happens within the closing stages of this one. We'll be closing in on 10 laps to go very shortly, ladies and gentlemen. As we go back to the green flag, we will have 10 to run. So it's Evan C over Ryan Underwood at the moment. Tanner Tomasi, Blake Majulis, Dylan Yeager, Zach McSwain, Dixon Slinger, Cole Cabre, Brent Carter, and Randall Carter rounding out positions 9 and 10 as we go back to the green flag, Alex.
The 33 Evan C back on it here. We have 11 laps to run here. Tomasi in the top 10 right now, in the top 3 on a podium spot here as he has Ryan Underwood behind him. 10 laps to run here in your A main event. Evan C, Tanner Tomasi, Ryan Underwood. There's Dylan Yeager in the picture once again. He has Blake Majulis as well. Zach McSwain has been on the outside of the top 5 for quite some time. He is ready to strike, and right there he is in the picture as well.
Yeah, down to 1 and 2 they run. Majulis on the top side of the speedway, trying to make some moves in that 127 machine as well, ladies and gentlemen. We are in the closing stages of tonight's A-Main here for round number 5 of the Super Late Models. As well, proudly brought to you by Miller Family Trucking. Oh, Majulis though, on the outside of Tomasi. What a run in turns number 3 and 4. He found the moisture there on the top side of the speedway. But I tell you what, the throttle control in that 127 machine will be absolutely all over the race shop at the moment.
As there he goes now to the bottom side, gonna throw a slide job there on Underwood for your race lead again. There you have Majulis, C, setup shop. They're sitting 1, 2, and 3 again. C, Underwood, and Majulis, but there comes Tomasi now to the inside. Let's make it a 4-car battle. 5-car, because there's Zach McSwain as well in the picture. You have Majulis, you have Tomasi, you have Underwood, you have McSwain, you have Yeager, all right there. 6-car battle for your second spot.
Wow, we into turns 1 and 2. Heading down the back straight away, race fans. We are in the closing stages of this one. We got 3 laps left to run. Oh, McSwain contact with Ryan Underwood there on the main straightaway. Through turns 1 and 2 down the back chute into turn number 3 and 4. Majulis now has the second spot. Dylan Yeager on the bottom side. Trying to make the bottom side work is Dylan Yeager in the 48 car. Now with 2 laps left to run. The reliable 127 Industries number 127 machine is absolutely putting on a clinic of a show. Right now he's started on the outside of the front row, but Evan C. Alex, take it away, 2 corners to go.
Through 3 and 4, ladies and gentlemen, he does it again. VLR 33, Evan C. He wins at Kokomo Speedway. Majulis, McSwain, your top 3. Underwood, Yeager rounds out the top 5. And as it right now, it looks Brett Wheeler gotta come with the conclusion. But I'm pretty sure. Who'd you pick? You picked Kiefer for hard charger. Did Kiefer get hard charger? So we'll double check that one then. But your winner tonight, Evan C. Matt Bailey, if this would have went green to checkered with how this race went, I think Brett Wheeler would have had to step in because one of us would have had a heart attack at the end of this one. Phenomenal racing, battling 4, 5 wide even here on this bull ring, but Evan C. takes home the win. Majulis and McSwain are your top 3, and Ryan Underwood and Dylan Yeager round out the top 5.
Dana Tomasi home in position number 6, Cole Cabre in 7th, Brent Carter 8th, Dixon Slinger 9th, and Jay Place will round out the 10 cars.
Camden Johnston, he'll finish 11th. Damian Kiefer in 12th. Randall Carter in 13th. Matthew Selby 14th. And Cole Duggar rounds out the top 15.
Matthew Logan home in position 16. Tyler Schultz in 17th. And the last car on the lead lap as well. Alex Bergeron will finish a lap down tonight in the number 12 machine in position 18. Huey Quillen, Ben Carter, Mark Gillen Wilson, Blake Murray, and Austin Hunter will come home in the 23rd spot tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go trackside very shortly and catch up with our top 3 place getters, and we'll take a quick break and catch up with the top 3 in just a sec. Okay, we'll go straight into the interviews. We'll catch up with your 3rd place getter with Alex Robinson.
Zach McSwain coming home in the 3rd spot, and we talked about it before that last restart. You were sitting in wait all race long in that 6th spot, waiting to get in the top 5. You strike, you get a podium spot, but talk about those closing laps there, 3, 4, even 5 wide with those rest of those field.
Yeah, that was pretty wild. I just got absolutely screwed by every caution. I would pass a car, and then I would get put on the bottom, then I'd pass somebody, and I just got screwed for like the first 40 laps. I felt like I could have got up there a little quicker, might have had a better chance. Evan was really fast, but yeah, that was some wild racing there. Just tried to stay off them guys as much as possible, and was able to slide in there and get to the top in front of Underwood there and get a top 3, so we'll take it.
And now, with points night and a good points night here with a win, with a win and also a top 3 and a consistent run throughout the season. You were 2nd in points coming into tonight. You'll probably stay 2nd or closing in on that top spot going into championship week next week. What's the game plan for this 25 machine with 1 more week left in the season?
I will just come in, try to get a top 3 finish on Majulis. It's going to be hard to beat, so never know what can happen on these short tracks, so maybe it'll go our way or not. So we'll just go in, try to win the race, and see what happens.
We know you got a lot of great sponsors on that 25 machine, so take some time and give them all the thanks you got.
Yeah, I think Lizard Lip Pit Lights, Big Al's Gun, Speed Connection, Ryko Motorsports, KMJ Graphics for this new paint. Thank y'all for the broadcast. Thanks Stephen for putting on the league, and shout out to Cam for watching, and we'll see you next week.
That is your third place finisher there of Zach McSwain. Matt Bailey, you are caught up with the second place finisher, the 127 of Blake Majulis.
Well, we chatted to this guy earlier on tonight after a podium run in the preliminary A-main action earlier on tonight. Blake Majulis home in position number 2. Blake, mate, what a run. It was a tough race out there. As we said earlier, it was a lot of laps. But, mate, obviously coming into tonight as well as the points lead up. But, mate, obviously well done on position number 2.
Yeah, I appreciate it. I had a little rough going there for sure. A lot of stuff going on, that's for sure. I guess at the end of the day, just glad to finish this race and get it over with and finish second, that's for sure.
Well, mate, obviously there was a lot of things going on out on the speedway. But, mate, talk us through the track conditions. Obviously, it was pretty slick up on the top side, mate, but you found some moisture up there as well.
Yeah, it took a long time for the top to come in. I felt if they just started it fresh, it would have been really even at the beginning. I felt like the top would have been a little better, and then the bottom would have came in like it did when we started, and kind of been a little better at the end. I think the top was, just on the edge of being wicked fast. I think that middle one and 2 was pretty decent, but not too bad. It is what it is. I mean, either way, I think the track's gonna wear like it would anyway. But it was pretty cool to have a middle there in 1 and 2 for a bit.
Mate, obviously, again, awesome drive and another podium finish for you and your team here tonight as well, mate. Quick sponsor shout-outs. Again, mate, I know we have to do it to you every time, but on the 127, mate, obviously a lot of good sponsors.
Oh, yeah, of course. I appreciate that. You guys for broadcasting, of course. Represent Limited, Nick Diaz Academy, ML Performance, Game Up Nutrition, Reliable Energy Solutions, CFM, CD Cinematography, BK Designs, Showtime Decals and Apparel, Design 75, Race XR, Majulis Say Speed Shop. Once again, results speak for themselves. 1-2 tonight. Go check out the website, cfmesports.com. 127 Industries, and everybody that watched, I appreciate it.
Well, mate, well done on position number 2, mate. We'll see you back next week, mate, for championship round as well. Alex, you caught up with our race winner, and, a good result for this guy tonight as well.
The 33 Evans C, you had to fight your way up there throughout those first about 20 laps there between Yeager, Majulis, Bergeron. You had to fight and claw up here. But again, the caliber driver shows, and the speed of that 33 machine showed as well.
Well, just trying to keep the car clean tonight, and wait until we can get some laps together so I can make a move for the lead in there. And Alex was getting a little bit of tight in 3 and 4 there, and it's just enough for me to get a good run on them to slot them in 1 and 2, and come out ahead of them there out of 2, and take the lead. And I mean, after that, it's just try not to make any mistakes and get caught in the wall. I mean, that's pretty easy, and keeping the car clean at the same time, and we was able to do that.
And now come that last restart there on that caution, how big of a key was it there to get the jump that you did to pull out to almost a second advantage into turn number 3 and 4 there on that restart? How big of a plan was it there to get that restart to have the advantage there? Because the battle behind you, they were taking 4 or 5 wide, and you had it clear as can be for 2 seconds there.
Yeah, I mean, starting single file, it's definitely helping me out there. I feel like Ryan had a lot of damage, so I wasn't too worried about him. He was going to be pretty slow in his slip because of that. So I knew if we can just, get a decent start and, just not mess up in 1 and 2, wasn't really expecting, any sliders there to be thrown. I mean, anything can happen still on this track. It's a wide track, and, like you were saying for a second there, they were going at it.
We know you got a lot of great people and a lot of great family members and everyone else to thank for another win here. Who do you got to thank for that 33 machine in Victory Lane?
Yeah, just got to thank everybody at Team VLR, Tactor Defense, Selena Truck Stop, everybody at CFM Esports, Majulis Speed Shop, Howard Weaver, Bighorn Taxidermy. Just everybody else helps out, and thank y'all guys for broadcasting for us tonight, and everybody helps put on the series for us.
And now with that win, clocks in win number 40 for Evan C. here tonight. So a great finish for another great week. But Matt Bailey, we can't go without saying, for the cautions, still a great race. And coming in now next week, we go to February, American Legion Speedway, Super Late Models 360s. The stage is set for Championship Sunday, and I hope to see you back for that one. I know you and Steve McMillan will probably be on call for the sprints, but then our little duo of me and you and Brett Wheeler in the producer chair, we come back, and it's going to come down to a dogfight here with McSwain in the picture, Majulis, Bergeron, the Carters, even Evan C. now back in the picture here. This is going to come down to every single point given for Sunday night.
Yeah, look, that's right, mate, as well. And look, it's obviously going to be it's going to be a Tetris racetrack out there tomorrow, next week as well. And obviously, with the way that February plays out, there's a lot of ruts in that racetrack as well that can unsettle anyone's race car. And we'll see what happens next week. And I wish good luck to all the drivers and hopefully safe travels.
Well, till next time, we will see you Thursday night, VLR Pro Late Models. I want to say it's Knoxville, Brett Wheeler. I want to say we go to Knoxville. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. But also, we have a lot of great action here on Ultimate Dirt TV throughout the week. But until next time, Brett Wheeler, Matt Bailey, all the great people behind World of Thunder and here at Ultimate Dirt TV. They're Kokomo, so we are back here. That's right. It's a week full of Kokomo Speedway, so we'll be right back here to Thursday night. So, again, for Brett Wheeler, Matt Bailey, I'm Alex Robinson, signing off from Kokomo Speedway.